I give the floor now to Her Excellency.
It was an occasion to spur countries into action, almost a quarter of a century after that landmark Women's World Conference in China in 1995. And while there has been progress, the pace has been slow.
We have miles and miles to go.
And the growing frustration is palpable.
I do feel a sense of sadness as I stand here and talk of these matters, given my own country's poor record on femicide and gender-based violence. And as we deliberate, I ask myself, what are we going to do different from today? And how do we ensure, as institutions such as this one, that those who sit at this high table and give the undertakings we're all giving today deserve to be at this high table? What will the measure be to decide who will sit here when we report on whether we have made progress or not? I think we need to set some incentives that will help us determine who will sit here. If we do not have 50% in a legislature, the country must not be here. If women are not represented.
Pandor argued that if it was made too easy for countries to articulate a perspective in fora like the one she participated in, it would be too easy to neglect the gender equality agenda as a whole. She called for monitoring and evaluation on progress countries were making, arguing that it was vital for women to be firm and not to rest. Calling for women to mobilize in their various countries and regions and ensure that international instruments are respected and observed in practice.
Our success will be measured by ensuring that women play a role in governance, that women are represented in public life, that women are economically empowered, that women enjoy financial inclusion, that agriculture is modernized, that women have access not just to land but to its ownership, that women have access not just to technology but to its innovation, that women have access not just to markets but to their control, that women have access not just to infrastructure but to owning it, that women have access to capital and make use of it. All of these are matters we must address.
The minister also pointed to legislation as a tool.
What should we do differently to ensure generation equality means real change? Women's empowerment has to be enshrined in law. These laws should set out equal social, political, and economic rights. And I believe, as our first democratically elected president, Nelson Mandela, believed, that the first of these laws must be the right to compulsory education.
For her part, the Executive Director of UN Women, Dr. Phumzile Mlambo-Ngcuka, told the same gathering that there was a special place in hell for those who have the means to advance gender equality, but who refuse to do so. Sherwin Bryce-Pease, SABC News, New York.